All right, with Boost Oxygen, Rob here came on Shark Tank and had a fantastic idea. Basically, oxygen in a can. Now, there's a lot of merit to having oxygen. Why don't you tell us about this and what the journey's been in the last year?
Sure.
We're doing an update here.
Yes, right. We did an update before. We were on the show 5 years ago,
Yes.
and we did an update about 3 years ago, which was great during COVID.
Right.
We have 95% pure oxygen. Oxygen gas is normally a prescription drug.
Right.
We have aviators breathing oxygen, so
This
people...
is what falls out of the top of an airplane when you're going down.
Yes, yeah, or when you're in an ambulance or when you're in or a hospital, they give you oxygen. They don't give you just air.
Right.
And so it's 95% pure oxygen like football players use on the sidelines. So if you're an athlete or football player and you want to breathe in oxygen like Von Miller.
Now, in the last 5 years, you've made a lot of changes, don't you? Haven't you domesticated manufacturing?
We have, yeah. So all of our manufacturing is done right in Milford, Connecticut.
Yeah.
We've got 55 employees, 38,000 square foot facility.
Yeah.
And everything comes out of a liquid oxygen tank. And it's we just got actually ISO 9001 certified as a manufacturer.
What does that get you?
It just gets you a stamp of approval, international stamp of approval that you follow manufacturing procedures in a
So
quality.
does that matter for selling in Europe, for example?
Yeah, well, in the United States too. But yeah, this is the next step to becoming even the FDA potentially.
Now, how big were you when you showed up on Shark Tank in terms of sales?
We do about $7 million a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back then?
Back then, yeah.
And now where are you?
We're a little over 17 million.
There you have it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
called growth.
It's called Mr. Wonderful, actually.
That's great. So the Shark Tank platform's obviously worked for you. The update obviously helped.
Yes, yes.
And now what are your greatest challenges? What are you facing for the next 12 months?
It's the pigeonholing, actually, because we do very well in Colorado, Utah, places of altitude. But because people are hypoxic and they need oxygen when they're out of breath.
Right.
What they don't understand is when they're out of breath for other reasons. If they're older, starting to work out again, if they have respiratory issues, oxygen just helps. It's a therapy, it doesn't cure anything, it helps. And we bring oxygen, we make it accessible and affordable to anyone, anywhere, for any non-medical purpose.
And Rob, how are you selling it now? What's changed through the pandemic? How have you changed their business distribution model?
Well, curious, we actually, during the pandemic, we're obviously more online and Amazon.
Direct to consumer?
Yes, direct to consumer, but then we've actually more shifted towards retailers again. Walmart, CVS, Walgreens.
If I look as a percentage of 2024 sales, what's it going to look like?
It's 24.
Direct?
It's
What?
It's about 40 direct, 60 brick and mortar.
Okay, so you've made the transition. You're a multi-channel
Yeah.
provider now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's the key.
We've got a nice reputation. We're definitely the market leader. We got like a 99% market share between DTC and brick and mortar. People trust us because we're the only ones who manufacture ourselves. And
What about Amazon? Do you use them?
Oh, big time. Yeah, no, Amazon is our biggest customer between the online and brick and mortar as well.
So you're basically direct from your own website, Amazon,
Yep.
big box retailer,
Yep.
specialty sports retailer.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And pharmacy. Pharmacy. Walgreens, CVS are.
Multiple sizes, right?
Yep. We have a large, a medium, and a pocket size. This is our
Is this
medium
the most
size.
popular right now?
Actually, the most popular is a large size. This is a medium. I picked it up this morning. You can't travel on an airplane with compressed gas.
And of any size.
Of any size, yeah.
Right.
So the large can was, the medium-sized can was right here at CVS. So I picked it up across the street, and there it is.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I actually use this quite often. It sits on my desk. I'll get up in the morning, have a coffee, and I think it's fantastic. Who doesn't like this idea?
I did, actually.
Yeah, it's great. Look,
But-
that's the Boost update. That's from the symposium we're having 2024 about all our Shark Tank companies we get together. Haven't done this since the pandemic. This has been 3 years since we got together, and we're learning about all the innovations and the growth and the new ideas, including your domestication of manufacturing, which is very cool.
Yes, really nice.
Avoids tariffs in foreign countries, etc. But
Employs
also the
people the rest of
product,
it.
American made. Why not? This is actually fantastic.
Yeah.
Packaging's gotten better too.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
So we added the red cross. It used to be a green cross. But when we first started, it was a green cross, but then the green cross got associated with the dispensaries in Montana, so in Colorado, so we
Dispensaries of other things.
of other things, that you inhale.
Right.
And so yeah, the red and white cross is our branding.
This is good. So if we look at the business 12 months from now, what do you think it looks like?
It's continued growth. We got great reviews online. I tell people to go to Amazon or Google reviews. We got over 4.4 stars on all platforms.
And that's after years of selling it.
Yeah, like over 30,000 reviews, and it's really humbling and it's honoring.
Well, obviously. obviously, as a shareholder, I have to say, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And we'll gather again in 12 months to make sure that he kept his promise.
That's right.
Growth, growth, growth.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
appreciate it. Yeah.